Welcome to part 13 of the Enlightenment. And I'm going to get into some word now. Because, word is the mainstay. That's God. And you may wonder why I say that every time. Well, it's simple. John 1:1. The Word was with God. In the beginning was the Word, was God. And the Word was with God, and the Word was God. John 1:1. Yep, St. John, as some of y'all like to refer to it as. Anyways, this is Revelations 20, as you can see, and I want to use it to make a point right quick. And then I'm going to come back to this because there's more of this that needs to be seen. But this particular part, verse 1, 20 and verse 1, I want to point out what John says here. He says, "And I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit, and a great chain in his hand. And he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him for 1,000 years." Now, did this happen right when John saw it happen? No, that's what's happening, getting ready to happen now. If hell was open already, why does an angel have to come down with a key to it? Everybody seems to think that hell is open. And it's enlarging its borders day by day and stuff, yeah. Okay. That just means it's getting more souls added to it. Doesn't mean it's going to have more room, mind you. It gets the room that it's allotted. It'll just be crowded. That's why there's going to be wailing and gnashing of teeth, right? Everybody thinks that gnashing of teeth means gnashing on each other. No. That's where you grind your teeth from the pain that you're in. You're in so much pain, all you can do is grit your teeth. You gnash your teeth together. Now, I'm going to take you from here to Luke for a moment. Luke 10. See you there. Now, we're at Luke 10, verse 18. And he said unto them, now this is Jesus, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. Do you think that means right then? He was having a vision of what was to come. That you want to believe already happened, but this part down here you don't want to believe. Behold, I give unto you power to tread upon serpents and scorpions, and over all the power of the enemy. And nothing shall by any means hurt you. Nothing shall hurt you. So why are you afraid to die? Why are you afraid to confront sin? Why are you afraid to do anything that God tells you to do? When nothing by any means shall hurt you. Notwithstanding in this, rejoice not, that the spirits are subject unto you. See, they're supposed to be subject unto you. But rather rejoice because your names are written in heaven. Your name's not written in heaven, though, if you are not doing His will. You keep wanting to assume that your name is written in heaven. What have you given up for Him? What did you pick back up after you gave it up? He's the same. He didn't change. See, y'all start running out here with the drunken and saying, All things remain the same since the fathers fell asleep, and you began to eat and drink with the drunkard, and smite your fellow servants. God knows you smite me enough. You didn't even know who you were smiting. You never took the time to look really beyond what your eyes could see. You never took the time to see that you were smiting an angel of the Lord. Oh, payday's coming. And great shall be your reward. Oh, be careful. The stench there from those flames, it's going to stink as you burn in hell. But you could just fix it and repent. Come out of that wickedness. You're being offered the chance to, after all. What does he say here? It's very interesting. In the hour Jesus rejoiced in spirit and said, I thank thee, O Father, Lord of heaven and earth, that thou hast hid these things from the wise and prudent, and hast revealed them unto babes. Even so, Father, for so it seemed good in thy sight. I don't have to be all that wise or big old scholar, because if I were, this would be hidden from me. Y'all think that these wise scholars that have these big college educations are going to get in? Wrong again. Because he has hid this from the wise and the prudent. But he revealed it unto people that could barely read. So next time, little lambs, when you're being down on yourself and you think, oh, I'm not that smart, or I can't read that well, remember, Jesus revealed this unto you. Doesn't matter that you're just a babe in Christ. He hid it from the wise and the prudent, but he revealed it unto you. So you're blessed. Now let's go back to Revelations. Back to Revelations 20. I want to get back in and discuss this some more. Oh, good for him. Oh, I just got a thing up there, scroller, message that said that Uncle Bernie was sending more weapons crossed over yonder. That's good. I'm glad to know. Yes, because we should be protecting those who can't protect themselves. It's what angels do. But if you're selfish and you think we shouldn't be helping the Ukraine or protecting those when bullies are on the playground, then you're a bully yourself, and you do not belong in the kingdom of heaven. People that are selfish and want to look after their own What are your own, by the way? You're talking about just devils? Because if that's your thoughts, then that's what you are. Because Satan looketh after his own, and just a small group. Jesus looketh after the multitudes. He did, after all, tell Adam and Eve to be fruitful and multiply. He wanted a large family. See, he told them that, to be fruitful and multiply. If you will check in the book of Genesis, you will find out, even before the serpent had beguiled Eve. So no, relationship between husband and wife was not the sin. Satan keeps trying to twist that little bit of information. No, the thruplet was the sin. They allowed the serpent into the relationship. That was the sin. Yeah, they didn't know they were naked until then. Why? Because it was common for them to see one another. Because they were husband and wife, it was fine for them to see each other. But what did Jesus do? He made them clothes. He had to kill one of his animals, though, for each of them to make them clothes. You see, God was actually the first clothing manufacturer. That's better than Gucci. That was God made. Don't bring me no product. Give me God made. Anyway. Oh. Anyways, the angel that came down having a key, and I saw an angel come down from heaven having the key of the bottomless pit and a great chain in his hand. And he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil. See, it wasn't just a little tiny snake that Eve was talking to in the garden. It was a dragon. It was a dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years. When do you think that 1,000 years is? It's the millennial reign with Christ. It's the 1,000 years millennial reign that it's talking about there. Has that happened? Have we already spent 1,000 years with the Lord? Well, let's go on. And cast him into the bottomless pit, and shut him up, and set a seal upon him. Once something is sealed of the Lord, it does not come unsealed until the Lord removes the seal. Just like the book of Daniel. That he should deceive the nations no more. Well, I'm sorry to tell you, the nations are still being deceived. How do I know? Pharmakia is still the rule, right? This is still what man's trusting in instead of God himself. So, let's finish this, and then I'm going to take you somewhere else. And cast him into the bottomless pit, and shut him up, and set a seal upon him, that he should deceive the nations no more, till the 1,000 years should be fulfilled. And after that he must be loosed a little season, which means a little while. Now hold on. We're not going to go on yet. I want to show you something. We are now going to Revelations 18, but I'll have to do it in the next part.